Hello trader, hope that you had an enjoyable weekend. So euro dollar and GBP JPY, both of this instrument currently showing significant trading opportunity. As with the NFP, both of this instrument currently showing significant movement. As we have seen, there is a strong breakdown on euro dollar. Before we look at how we can find trading opportunity, let's quickly look at a higher time frame, looking at the monthly chart to see overall picture in this market. So from the monthly, we can see that euro dollar is in a very strong downtrend. Starting from here, we can see there is a big drop here, and with the drop, what we can see, there is a monthly doji formation here. And with that monthly doji this month, so far with the market open with a massive gap, the price managed to bounce back up to this liquidity zone, form a series of lower high in that area. And with that series of lower high formation, from the monthly perspective, euro dollar managed to break below. As we can see, the price is still maintaining series of lower high, expecting this instrument to continue to drop to create a new lower low. Dropping down to the weekly chart, we can see that from the weekly perspective, this is the weekly price action. Starting from here, this is a weekly drop followed by this pullback, and we can see another drop followed by another pullback, and we can see there's a big drop here followed by bounce on euro dollar. From the weekly perspective, the price has reached that resistance line, grab that liquidity from that bearish price action with a gap open. The market managed to form this series of lower high from the weekly perspective with that gap open. As we can see, there is a sell off here, there is a gap open, as well as it's a downtrend, expecting euro dollar continue to trend a long-term picture. And I think that the price may ultimately drop back to this order block here or even further downside. There is a probability for trend continuation on euro dollar. And if we look at the daily chart to see how the market is evolving, we can see that from the daily perspective, also this is a bearish price action here. There is a head, left shoulder, and the right shoulder, head and shoulder formation on euro dollar. And with that head and shoulder formation, expecting for the market to pull back to the upside and then to drop again to that support level. Now looking at the 4-hour chart on euro USD, we can see that there is a double top again here, and with the double top formation, the market managed to break below with a stronger momentum. A 4-hour bearish candle with a healthy body on long wick both sides has given further probability for euro USD to drop again. Now this is the support level here on euro USD, and what I think that with the market open, the price might respect this lower time frame resistance, or it might respect this previous support, which is turning resistance, and we may see that potential trend continuation to the downside. As soon as we will find suitable entry on euro dollar, we will be looking for selling opportunity in this instrument. Traders, if you enjoyed this free education, make sure you give a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Now let's look at GBP JPY. Let's see what kind of price action it is forming. Looking at the monthly chart on GJ, we can see that there is a gap open on the monthly perspective on GBP JPY. And as expected, if you guys look at it, you can see back to back 4 months, GJ has formed series of lower high in that area. And with that gap open, the price initially bounced and then rejected to the downside with a monthly red candle. Now if we look at the weekly perspective on GJ, we can see that from the weekly, this is a gap open, and we can see the market is forming series of lower high here with a gap open. Weekly price action here on GBPJPY, a bearish engulfer formation. And as this market is currently bearish, we could see that the price coming potentially back to that support level to create a new lower low. Now dropping down to the daily chart on GJ, we can see that from the daily perspective here as well, the market is bearish. We can see the price is forming series of lower high here on GBPJPY. And from the daily perspective, if we closely look at it, we can see it's a potentially trend continuation to the downside, and you could see the prices coming back to that support level. Now, looking at the 4-hour perspective on GBPJPY, we can see that the market trend is down. There is a resistance here, strong liquidity grab, drop, pullback. The market is forming series of lower high and lower low, which is a long-term downtrending market structure on GJ. And the price, if we closely look at it, we can see already tested this previous support here, which is resistance here, and support term resistance. We saw a strong liquidity trigger and followed by big breakdown here in that area on GBPJPY. And this is where, as soon as we will find suitable entry, we will be looking for selling opportunity on GBPJPY. Traders, if you enjoy this free education and analysis, make sure you give a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Thank you, and I'll see you soon in my next analysis.